Welcome to the first day of your program, day one. We're going to be building that energy slowly and comfortably. And today we're just going to be opening up. Everything's going to feel good. Everything's going to be relaxed. And we're going to deep breathe. And you've either taken your 20-minute walk before this session or you're taking the 20-minute walk after this session, but a 20-minute walk. Also, you have 100 ounces to 128 ounces in you from yesterday, and you'll do the same today. 100 ounces, 128 ounces. So we got water on board, we've done our walk, or we'll do our walk after this, and we got a good night's sleep, hopefully. All right, we're gonna start on the ground in starfish with some breathing. So let's lay on our backs. So here we are on our backs. Our arms are out wide onto the ground, palms are up, and we're gonna open our legs up to a comfortable amount, nice and comfortable. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna empty our lungs a few times. So we breathe out. And we let it fill up through the nose. Let's breathe out again. Now remember, when we breathe out, we empty the lungs as best we can. We blow out through the mouth. And let it come in through the nose. We'll do that a couple more times, just letting our backs press against the floor, our bodies being open. Let's let another gust of air out. Water, oxygen, sleep, and nutrition. We got one more out. Let's blow it out. Excellent, excellent. What we're going to do is we're going to go into a butterfly position. So while we're on our backs, the feet meet together under us and we let our knees open up and start working their way to the ground. Arms can be out again. We're just going to be here and let these open up. Now you remember, wherever you're at in this program, for beginners, it's to build energy, get our bodies up to date, out of danger zone. So if any of these stretches feel like, oh my God, I'm so tight, don't worry about it. Practice, just keep going through it. Don't worry about it. You're exactly where you need to be. It's about the attempt, not the execution of these moves. Let's let the air out again. Let's interlace our fingers behind our head. Give those shoulders a little opening as well. And let's empty our lungs clear of all that O2 again. Getting that old gas out and the new oxygen in. We're going to be here just a bit longer. All right, we'll let these knees close up. Our palms will go back down to the floor, pointed up, and we're going to turn these knees to the side, open up the spine just a little bit. So First thing we're going to do is feet are together, knees are together, palms are up, the knees go to the right. See how my feet are stacked? And we turn our head to the left. We're just going to hang here for a moment, letting that spine open up. Trying to keep the knees together, keeping the feet together, and don't worry, you are where you are. Relax into it by letting your breath out. We're going to be here a little longer. Again, just letting the body open up. We come back to the top, and now we go the other way. I'll give you another angle on this just so you can see. So now the knees go to the left, and you look right. We're going to relax right here. Let the breath out to relax more into it. Remember, those palms are up, the feet are stacked, and the knees are touching. Letting that spine open up. Let the air out. And we bring those up and we shake that off. Excellent, excellent. We're going to do a quick little variation as we start these programs. There's always things that are tight on everyone's quads, knees, hips, lower back. So we're going to address that. We're going to alternate the same move though. So the palms are pointed up on the floor again. The knees and feet are together. And now the knees sway to the left as we look right. And back the other way, letting the air out as they go over. There it is. Keep it up. Keeping it moving. Do one more each side. And one more on the other side. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let that all lay out. And we'll shake that off a bit. There we go, just a little bit of a shake. Next, what we're going to is child's pose. Let me demonstrate that for you. So we bring our big toes together behind us and we let our knees open up. So our big toes are touching behind us. Our knees are open as wide as the mat, or just the best you can. And we're gonna crawl our hands out straight. We want our arms straight, and we wanna put our forehead to the floor with our butt touching our heels. Now, a lot of us aren't there, so don't worry. This might be your comfortable child's pose right now. This can be your comfortable child's pose right now. What we're going for is here, but you're at where you're at, right? So find your comfortable child's pose, and we can also stack fists. Look at, I can put my two fists together and rest my forehead right there. And maybe that's the perfect opener for my lower back. Or maybe I'm at one fist, or maybe I'm at the ground, but my arms aren't straight. We're working right here. You find your most comfortable version of that for today, and as we move forward, it all comes around. We got plenty of time. So find your comfort position and let some air out. Now, if at any time you got to come out of these poses and take a break, that's what you do. You got to catch your breath during this, or get a sip of water, go for it, or just let those muscles breathe. We're going to be in child's pose for just a little longer. Five, four, three, two, and one. We come out of that. Good, good, good. Shaking that off in what we call tabletop, right there. All right. We're gonna open up the knees next, and that's gonna, let me put a different angle on this for you. And what we're gonna do now is we are gonna bring our heels together behind us, and we're gonna attempt to sit on our heels with our butts in perfect posture. Perfect posture, shoulders back, head is neutral, chest a little out, and we're squeezing our corset. Our core set. It's like wearing a corset, that's what you're squeezing. Now, if you're not here just yet, you're right here. These quads can be really tight. These knees can be really tight. Tops of the feet can be really tight. So you're doing your best version of this, and you might not be here. You might be here. You might have your hands on your knees. You might just be working your butt back barely. Stay in comfort zone and do what's feeling right. This is what we're going for. And no matter where you are with this, maybe you have your hands down here on your head, or the butt's a little up, we're going to start rotating the head. A little left, a little right. Come out of any of these stretches. If they need to breathe, it gets a little uncomfortable, come out into tabletop, give yourself a minute, and then come back to it. We're going to be here just a little longer. Five, four, three, two, and one. Shake that off. Reset, let it breathe. We're going to go into tabletop. We're going to work a little cat-cow. So, tabletop, very simple. My palms are right under my shoulders, right? They're shoulder width. A lot of people want to put them way out, but it's right under the shoulders. The knees, they are right under the hips. And this is what we call tabletop. And now from tabletop, we're going to go into cat-cow. Let me show you cow first. Cow is when we breathe in, we arch the back, look up towards the sky. You can even let the mouth open a bit. This is where we breathe in through the nose, and then we breathe out for cat. My chin goes to my chest. I press my shoulder blades up, and I bring my hips towards my forehead. Here's cat. This is where we breathe out. And back to cow. Now you might not feel a lot of motion in your back as you go through this. That's fine. It's kind of normal too. These muscles might have been shut down for a bit. They could be very tight. Doing your best. We go into cow, drop the belly, arch the back, bring our gaze up to the ceiling, and then into cat. Breathing out, chin to the chest, hips towards the forehead, and pressing those shoulder blades up. Let's go through a few more of these. One more each. Once more into cow. Once more into cat. Shaking that off. We're going to continue to open up the spine. Back's very important. It's one of the first things that freezes up on us. So, the next one we're going to do, I'm going to give you a different angle here. I'll point it right at you. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to look at our butt. We're going to S the spine to do it. So my knees are together and my hips flow to the right. My butt peaks and I try to look at my butt. I try to look around my shoulder at my butt. Then it goes the other way. Butt goes to the left and I look around my left shoulder trying to spot my butt. And we're going to go back and forth. Just S-ing the spine and opening up it. We swing butt to the right, look around the right. Swing the butt to the left, look around to the left. And now as you switch, let the air go out a bit. As I try to look. As I try to look. As I try to look. Keep peeking around that shoulder, trying to spot that butt. Feeling that spine open. Staying in comfort zone. Keep it up for a little bit longer. Right. Looking left. And we just keep it up. 10 seconds. And shake that off. Wiggle those arms if you need. Little sip of water if you need it. And we're going to go just into the opposite of this now. Still opening the spine. Palms are down. Again, right under the shoulders. And again, the knees are touching behind us. Now we just do the opposite, right? My butt goes to the right. I look left. Chasing my tail. Butt goes to the left. I look right. We'll keep this up. Let that air out. There you go. The breathing will come together. The movements will come together. Day one of this program. Don't worry where you're at. If this is exhausting you, if you're finding your body doesn't move how it used to or has never moved like this, don't worry. You're in the right spot, and we're going to be meeting every day because it's about consistency, not intensity. Keep this up for a bit longer. Chasing my tail, my butt goes right, I look left. My butt goes left, I look right. And we keep it going. Let's put another 10 seconds on it. Three, two, and one. Shake that one off now. Perfect, perfect. Hanging in, keeping it going. Everything's gonna open up. We're gonna take a little time getting our quads just like we're doing right here. Doing our best to sit on our heels. Maybe we're up a little bit or leaning forward. If we're leaning forward in this, we're gonna stretch our wrists on the ground, opening up the wrists. We're getting wrists, we're getting quads open. If you're already sitting on your heels, excellent. You'll be right here, just opening up those wrists. Do this nice. See how many times I'm hitting it? And if you're on the floor, you're pressing them in, you're leaning forward. Quads are a little tight to sit on your heels. So you can just open them up on the floor. Little different directions, just like that. You're sitting on your heels. We're right here. Just a little bit longer. Now if you feel that your wrists are tight, do some extra credit on these. This is something you can do, pulling fingers back. You can do this all day, every day, and be done with these tight wrists fairly soon. Another 10 seconds. Three, two, and one. Shake those wrists out. Let those quads breathe. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna open up the neck a little bit on the ground. Let me show you what we're gonna do. We're coming right down to our bellies. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put our hands out, elbows 90 degrees, and we're gonna let the left ear and the left cheek just rest against the mat. And we're gonna relax the body. And you alternate whenever you want. Now I'm going to put my right ear and right cheek to the ground, or I'm going to try. Once it's there, I relax. Now you're going to know when it's time to switch. You don't have to follow me on this. Maybe stay a little longer on one side, or maybe you have to switch a little quicker than you thought. And we put our left ear down, our left cheek, and relax. Once you feel your neck relax, go to the other side. This will be different timing for everyone. We got another 20 seconds or so. Keep alternating at your leisure. Don't forget to breathe out for that extra relax for the muscle. Ten more seconds. Pick the side you're going to end on. And we shake that off. And now we're on our elbows. It's called Sphinx pose. My palms are down, my elbows are in, it's supporting my lower back. I'm going to give you another little angle here. And there's Sphinx pose, right? My elbows are in, my head's looking straight, and I feel my lower back opening up. My feet are relaxed. Now you might not be here. You might have to widen these elbows a bit to come a little lower. You might be right here because that lower back is so tight, right? We're going to move everything up, and we'll slowly start getting to a perfect Sphinx pose. Palms are down, elbows are in as much as they can, and we let that air out. Be here just a little bit longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shaking that off in tabletop. All right, we're coming up on the end here. Let's get our feet out, toes pointed up. We're in perfect posture. Maybe your back's up against the couch, maybe it's up against the wall. Whatever is going to make this the most comfortable for you. Keep the hands on the legs for right now. We let our air out and we come low. And we're just going to relax over our hamstrings. Now, if this is intense for you, which it very well may be, you don't have to go so far down. And you can even start with your hands behind you. This will help guard that lower back and make you a little more comfortable. Again, we're staying in comfort zone. We're not fighting for these openers. We're letting them open. So if you can reach, drop your head, go for it. If this is a little difficult, don't worry, you're in the right spot. Just put the hands behind you. We'll be here for a little bit longer. Now remember, letting that air out will give you a nice little muscle relax. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come out of that. Let your breath out. All right, we're going to end in child's pose. Give that body a nice relax, a nice little break. So again, child's pose. Our big toes are touching behind us and our knees open up as wide as the mat or wherever is the most comfortable. And we can come down to 2 fists if we're tight, 1 fist, hands down, head down, or you're already in a perfect child's pose. We're going to end letting that air out, filling back up, and letting it back out. Take one more deep breath in and let it out. You done good. That's the first day. Let's come up and we're up. Shake that off. That's the first day. Whatever position you were in that was tight, that was hard, that was easy, don't worry. It's consistency over intensity. Wherever you were, it was fine. Keep the water on board, 100 ounces to 128 ounces every day. Make sure 100 ounces of water to 128 ounces of water every day. If you didn't enjoy your 20-minute walk before this session, here's your cue for your 20-minute walk. 20 minutes before or after the session. Enjoy, keep good posture, and strut. I'll see you tomorrow.